witness on an aggravated battery.
Hi, and thanks for watching. This is George at Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for LED construction emergency strobe lighting for cars, vans, SUVs, trucks, buses. Here we have a brand new GMC Yukon Denali. We went with a completely damage-free install on this particular build. We're featuring our Thin-X TIR series in an amber and white in the grille, and in the rear opera windows in the far back we have our Thin-X LIN series in amber and white. We also have a 6-head LED stick in the back hatch window. Here's a little better shot of those Thin-X TIR in amber and white mounted up in the front grille. Here's a little better shot of how we mounted those Thin-X TIR. So if you have a grille very similar to this one, has all these nice little angled facets that make it a little difficult for anything to be mounted, as well as the louvers that you see back in there hiding. It does indeed have the louvers back here. So with the Thin-X, you can put it right on the edge here, and we ran our wiring right around and behind this black plastic flap. And as you can see, the wiring is right here, and you're able to put 2 screws past the chrome part of the grille, well actually that's stainless or brushed aluminum, and into the black plastic behind there, and it's able to secure the light quite nicely. And when you took this light off the vehicle, you'd have just simply 2 tiny little screw holes in the black plastic, which would be hardly noticeable at all. So that keeps you from having to drill a big hole anywhere, just 2 tiny little screw holes, and you can make those go away very easily. You can see there's the straight on shot of how it's mounted. Left and right side are identical in this application. All right, as you can see out back, we've got our Thin-X LIN series in the amber white alternation in those back opera windows. And we have something special in the back window. We did a custom bar here, unique for this client. This isn't a bar that we normally stock. It's made by Whelen. It's called a Dominator. Now, we can order it for you, no problem, but the cart link for this video is going to include our 6-head wicked stick, which is very, very similar. Again, this is just a custom, unique product for this one customer, but we're going to put the cart link in for our comparable bar, which is the 6-head wicked stick, very similar bar. As you can see, we've mounted the bar into the headliner. Actually around the headliner, I'll show you momentarily, because if we need to retrieve something from the back of the unit when the hatch is open, we still retain our warning. So let me shut this down and show you how we mounted it. We were actually able to custom bend up a set of brackets that came out around the plastic trim, as you can see, and then they kick back a little bit and allow the light bar to hang without cutting holes in the headliner or the plastic trim. So once again, we pulled the trim down, bent up some custom brackets, and hung the light bar around it like that. Here you can kind of better see what I mean. Those brackets go up and under that plastic trim, and we did remove just a tiny bit of the plastic for clearance, but the black rubber clearly hides any of that. So this light stick can be removed, and we essentially have a damage-free install in the back as well. And I'll give credit where credit is due. I actually saw this switch location on a YouTube video myself and thought, that's pretty trick, because these Denalis, they really don't leave you very much room for extra switches. This is all curved and pretty populated already. I mean, looks like the factory even ran out of room with the way they added this here. And then over here, you got a whole lot of switches, and I thought maybe here or, possibly here, but it didn't work out. So we put the switch right down here. When you turn it on, it throws a nice red illumination kind of right up at the driver, so it's pretty hard to miss. I actually like the location. I think it worked out pretty nice. It's pretty slick, and if you didn't know it was there, I bet you wouldn't even know to look for it. So thanks again for watching. This is George at Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for LED and emergency strobe lighting and safety equipment. Be sure to check the description of the video in the Read More section below for links to all of these products, or take a look on the right-hand side. We'll give you a link for all the products I referenced. And as I said, we're going to include our Wicked 6-head stick because that is what we stock regularly. If you are interested in getting a custom order stick, give us an email and we'll be able to quote it via email at info@wickedwarnings.com. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on your favorite social media. Thanks again for watching.